Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you this morning for a album review, and this is for the final marathon album review for Avril Lavigne's discography, which is for her self-titled album review. So I'm going to discuss what I listened to for this album and let you know my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this review. Now, what did I think of this album overall? Mm, It's got some good songs. The beginning was pretty solid. I really liked the beginning of the album, like a lot, because the tracks were flowing very well until you get to Give You What You Like. And that one was a little lazy, to be honest. And Bad Girl was just, But there is one song on the album that really fucked the album up quite a bit, and that was Hello Kitty. And that song is so heinous. It's just god awful. And I can see why people hate it. And when I first heard it, I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? Just like, this is just god awful. But, then you get into the next track, You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet, and that is a lot better. Not like excellent, but it's a lot better. Sipping on Sunshine was not my favorite, but it was decent. Rock and Roll I really did like. Here's to Never Growing Up was really catchy. I think the beginning of the album was great. The for 1 through 5 until you get to the second half, and the second half kind of gets a little dull and stupid too. And meaning by one song that gets really bad. If you know what I'm talking about. Because I just mentioned it, the Hello Kitty song, and I fucking hate that song. Uh, Hello Heartache was. The last 3 tracks felt a little boring, to be honest. But they weren't bad, they just. Not something I'd hear all the time. This is an album that tends to experiment too much and gets very soft towards the end of the album, and it just doesn't flow right. uh this album, it didn't execute very well. uh Give You What You Like, Bad Girl featuring Marilyn Manson was all right, but I wouldn't call it my favorite track. uh Falling Fast and Hush Hush were, well, Falling Fast was average, and Hush Hush was just decent. 17 I really did like, and Bitchin' Summer was pretty good, and so was Let Me Go featuring Chad Kroeger from Nickelback in it. Um, I do like Avril's voice and when it's more energetic at the beginning of the album. Then it starts to die down from tracks 6 to 9 for the second half. And the final act from 10 to 13 was not that great. Uh, the second half was uh, just I don't know what to describe it. It's not that impressive, but yeah. When I heard Hello Kitty for the first time, I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? I'm like, this is just garbage. This song really brought the rating for this album down a lot. Uh, it would have gotten a better rating, but nah, it's not gonna get that. And it's gonna get a solid rating, not a great rating. But I'll let you guys know what I rate it in just a minute or so. But I got a little more to talk about. The Hush Hush had a nice piano in it, and I really did like that. Uh, the final track, of course. And then that's where it continues with the next album, Head Above Water. And that album was just mellow as fuck. To be honest. I know I gave it a really good rating, which I did like some of the songs off it. But yeah, not a great album by Avril Lavigne, but I'm meaning this album that I'm reviewing. But overall, I think Avril Lavigne's self-titled album is decent. It ain't perfect. It's not something I'd come back to a lot. I'd come back to certain songs off this album, like tracks 1 to 5. Those are the best songs on this album. The rest are just not impressive, and one of them was really bad. Like very heinous, kind of bad. But for a score, I think out of 10, I'm gonna give Avril Lavigne's self-titled album a 7 out of 10. This was decent, not something I'd see myself coming back to a lot. Just a few songs like Rock and Roll, Here's to Never Growing Up, 17, Bitch in Summer, and Let Me Go. After that, fuck the rest of this album. I'm just like, nah, I don't see myself listening to it a lot. This is just my opinion. You don't have to agree with me on it. It's just how I felt when I was listening to this record. But definitely comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the Avril Lavigne self-titled album if you've heard it. And if you like this album review that I made for you guys today, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can to support the channel. I will be returning to you, well, it's probably going to be tomorrow for the AC/DC Power Up album review. I'm going to try to do a live stream sooner. I don't know when I'll be doing a live stream. I got some things to mention in the live stream. Some upcoming new songs I'm going to be releasing to you guys. I just thought of a great title for a song, and I'm like, ooh, this is perfect. I'm like, this is what I really want to talk about in this new song that I want to release to you guys. Because it's a good song. It's gonna have better lyrics than the last one. The last deluxe edition tracks I released from Searching, that album that I released to you guys earlier this year, weren't so great. 3 of the songs were just iffy and kind of bad. Because I was in a rush to get it done, and I didn't think to write better lyrics, and I was like, ugh. I'm like, I gotta get this out to them. So, yeah, it kind of sucked that I couldn't write better lyrics for those songs. 2 of them were fine, but the other 3 were not great from the Searching album. If you want to go check it out, I have it on my public playlist if you want to watch it. Because I think it's a good album. It's just some songs are not so perfect, to be honest. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this album review for Avril Lavigne's self-titled. Definitely stay safe, take care, and I'll see you in my next video.